Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. This video comes to you from a cornfield located in southwestern Indiana, where a Class 9 544 engine horsepower New Holland CR 9.90 Revelation twin rotor combine is harvesting the crop with a 30-foot wide Drago GT series 12-row 30-inch spaced folding corn head. In this presentation, I would like to share with you the combine's production history, specifications, and original price tag. We'll also take a ride in the cab of the combine to visit with a farmer. But first, let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear all this harvesting action. The CR 9.90 was introduced on November 10, 2019 by New Holland as part of the new Revelation series of twin rotor combines that includes 6 different models ranging from the 374 engine horsepower CR 6.90 all the way up to the large 639 engine horsepower CR 10.90. The Revelation series was manufactured in Zeglen, Belgium through model year 2023. The CR 9.90 was the second largest combine in the range. It's a Class 9 machine based on horsepower. It's powered by a 15.9 liter, 970 cubic inch FPT Cursor 13 engine. This 6-cylinder engine is rated at 544 horsepower and can achieve a power boost up to 600 horsepower when the combine encounters tough field conditions. It's fitted with a 340-gallon diesel fuel tank and a 42-gallon diesel exhaust fluid tank for clean engine solutions. This combine features a 2-speed hydrostatic transmission that allows it to travel up to 25 miles per hour in transport. It has a 54-inch wide feeder house. New Holland has used a twin rotor threshing system since 1975. The CR 9.90 has two 22-inch diameter, 104-inch long rotors. Its total sieve area for cleaning is 10,075 square inches. It's equipped with a 410 bushel grain tank that pours grain out at 4 bushels per second through a 28-foot, 9-inch long unloading auger. It weighs in at 44,240 pounds. According to newholland.com, the CR 9.90 Revelation Combine during its final year of production in model year 2023 had a base list price of $750,445. I'm up in the cab of a New Holland CR 9.90 Revelation combine. It is harvesting corn with a 12-row 30-inch Drago head, and it is running at 4.5 miles per hour. Doing a good job. It's got great visibility. Here we can see a 2-stage mirror where you can keep an eye on the auger, waiting for the cart to come up, as well as the residue coming out the back. Has nice instrumentation over here to the right, and the control center for the combine. So Jordan, what do you think of this combine? How long have you been running it?
So we bought this 990 new last year. Before that, we bought an 8.90 the year before. So this is our third season with New Holland. Previous to this, we've always been John Deere. I absolutely have loved everything about both these combines that I've ran that we've bought new from New Holland.
So what made you consider New Holland as a brand?
Our local dealership has always had great service and has always carried a tremendous amount of parts. And our local John Deere dealership is the opposite. So when we started shopping for a new combine, I was actually looking at a used case combine, and then our New Holland dealer said that they had a couple ordered, and for the price difference on used combines versus the new Holland at the time, it wasn't that much more money, and we got ourselves into a brand new combine with the warranty. So we went the yellow route and haven't looked back since. It's been a great move for us. For the same class John Deere combine, you're talking quite a bit more money. So we actually, or even red's a little more money than yellow. So, you know, for class 9 New Holland combine versus class 9 John Deere, there's probably $150,000 difference in the same class combine. So it all came down to, you know, really the dealership. The dealership that we deal with is Pig Implement, who has treated us awesome since we've bought now 3 yellow combines off of them.
Oh, that's good to hear. And so you went from a single rotor John Deere to a twin rotor New Holland. How have you liked the twin rotor feature?
The twin rotor feature is awesome. Cleanest grain sample you will ever find out of any combine. Obviously there's a reason why John Deere and the X9 is going to twin rotor. New Holland has, you know, done a fabulous job for several years now with the twin rotor and continue to use the twin rotor. So the guys at the elevators tell us that they can tell what kind of combine each farmer has based off of the grain samples.
Well, that's pretty neat. New Holland's had a little experience. They're celebrating 50 years.
Yep.
Next year. That's I've always heard good things about it.
Yep.
Jordan, when the combine's unloading, I imagine the adjustable spout is nice so you can adjust everything and put it right where you need in every corner of the cart.
I don't really have to worry about it with the grain cart guy, but whenever I go to dump on semis myself, it makes it a lot nicer. That long auger, it's kind of hard to judge your distance.
And then does this have a clean out feature on it so you don't have any weight if you fill up the cart and you need to keep going? Yes,
this combine does have that feature on it. Our other one does not. But these big fields, you know, that we've got, this combine never stops. So whenever Jake gets full here in just a minute, I'll hit that clean out, and you know, that auger's so long, I feel like we leave our augers out all the time. You know, we're out here in the middle of nowhere where all these fields are big and flat, and I don't want to just constantly fold my auger in and out all the time, so I just leave it out. So I feel like cleaning that auger out, that feature probably saves a lot of wear and tear on that long auger with not having all that weight inside of it.
Definitely makes sense. It makes it easier and keeps everything moving.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and clean out so you can see what it does.
Very nice. I imagine it also helps so you don't have a little bit of dribble coming out there when you're pulling away.
When the boot flips back up, that's kind of a nice little feature, I guess, too. So you don't have grain just kind of dribbling out when you turn and when you're done.
Well, it's nice as you're unloading on the go, so you can still have it on auto steer,
right,
and maintain speed and fill up the cart. So if you like having the auto steer feature, you've got the sensor out there on the corn head to keep it the rows.
The head sight has made me very lazy. I didn't think we needed it when we ordered the head. They talked me into putting it on it, and you know, a lot of our fields, our average field size is 70 or 80 acres. We have a lot of fields that are 1/4 mile long to 3/4 of a mile long. So you know, when we get these big fields, basically the combine guy has the easiest job of the day. You're just kind of sitting here babysitting the combine. It pretty well does everything itself.
Makes the harvest a lot easier.
That's right. It takes a lot of the guesswork out.
But as we come up to the headland, the farmer will hit the wheel and turn it around for the next section.
This corn was replanted and has had a hurricane hit it, so we've got some wind damage in a few places out through here.
How do you like the Drago corn head?
What I tell guys about going to a Drago corn head is if they don't have a Drago already, it's about like going from an auger soybean head to a draper head. The difference is night and day difference going from a factory corn head. When we've always ran John Deere combines, we've always ran John Deere corn heads, and going from the factory Deere heads to a Drago, it's just night and day difference. This Drago has been a phenomenal head.
I imagine having the folding corn head makes it easier to get down the road.
Saves us probably,
next field.
It probably saves us a couple days each harvest just by not having to have somebody follow us around with a head cart going from field to field to field.
So how many acres, if everything's running good, how many acres an hour are you able to cover with a combine like this, or what's your goal, you know, on a good running day?
I mean, on a good day, so we've got 2 of these machines, and the way our operation's set up, our dryer's not really quite big enough to handle both combines running in corn, so we run one in corn and one in soybeans. The way this harvest has went, actually a lot of this corn's been so dry we could have been running both combines in corn, but right now we just run one in corn and one in soybeans. But you know, on a good day, Dad's knocking out probably 150 acres a day with soybeans, and I'm getting 100 or a little over 100 acres a day with corn done. So between the 2 of us, you know, 250 acres, that's a pretty good day.
That is. What type of speed do you usually set the combine at?
So right now we're running in drier corn, like, and this has got replant in it. So we're running anywhere from 16 to 20% moisture in here. But I mean, right now we're running 5 mile an hour, and you know, this corn's averaging right at 200. I mean, it's had wind damage and replant, and I mean, we're just getting down to the end of the season and kind of the last few fields. So I guess 200 bushels not bad. We're kind of all over the place.
So this is a Revelation series combine, and what does that entail as far as its capabilities?
So there's a couple buttons over here that you can push, and basically that turns this machine onto auto mode, and with that it will automatically adjust the speed based off of the intake of the crop. It'll also adjust everything internal, and you have some vanes over here, and you can control, you know, whether it's too much or acceptable or more is allowed. There's different settings for each vane, for your rotor loss or for your grain, you know, your MOG and your grain sample, or your sieve losses. There's all kinds of different settings. So when this is in full automation mode, you can sit there and play with those settings and, you know, kind of set it where you want it, and then the machine will calibrate basically itself, and it will run just as hard and just as fast as it can based off the way you've set the machine.
Well, it's a very impressive combine. I always enjoy getting to see these twin rotor machines, and so it sounds like you're definitely go to another one.
Definitely,
next time.
definitely. We'll probably have a few of these for several years. The way things are going, as long as the dealership and parts and service stays the same, I'd say you'll see us in yellow combines for probably several years from now.
Well, I appreciate the ride and getting to see the CR990 in action.
Not a problem.
I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in the field and up in the cab with this New Holland CR 9.90 Revelation Combine harvesting corn. I would like to hear in the comment section below this video if you use New Holland combines on your farm. Tell me about the machine that you're operating and the crops that you harvest with it. If you have appreciated this presentation, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 3,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.